Good evening. Hello, hello, and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. It is Thursday, December 11th, 2025, and I am here for our weekly Stamp Together. So I hope you're here ready to have some fun, get a little inspiration. We're going to do a bit of crafting from our stash tonight. So say hello when you jump on. I'd love to know who's here stamping with me. It is freezing cold here in Saskatchewan. It is minus 22 degrees right now and only supposed to get colder overnight. Hello, Michelle. So long, so nice to see you. It's been a long time. Yeah, so it is extremely cold here. Hello, Tina. Hello, Diane. Hi, Penny. Yes, frozen Saskatoon. It is frozen here in Archerwell as well. So cold. Anyway, I have got my wool sweater on, my heat's cranked, and we are ready to do some crafting. So tonight we're going to be playing with some retired stamp sets, and we're going to combine it with some current designer series paper and some embellishments that are also retired. So we're just doing a real craft from your stash session tonight. Something that really inspired me, thinking about all the winter and the cold and being in the north and all those things. And so I thought, oh, the Northern Lights. So of course we're going to pull in the Lights of Aurora designer series paper. And then I wanted something really fun and adorable because that's my style. I love cute, I love adorable, and I love little critters. So I decided to pull out from my stash my all bundled up stamp set. If you guys have this one, you know which one I'm talking about. So cute. And the little moose that is in there is going to go perfect with our Northern Light background. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to click that little subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell as well so you get notified when I'm live. Also, if you haven't already done so, make sure to sign up for my email list. I've just started sending out a weekly Creative Chirp newsletter. It's just full of a quick little read every Tuesday morning. You can read it along with your cup of coffee right before work or getting ready for your day. Quick little tips and some positivity each week. So join that email list. The link is in the description, and you'll also get my free 3-card tutorial just for signing up. So keep those comments coming as we craft along. Oh, Diane says it's freezing in Tisdale too. Yes, I imagine it is. It is so cold. I don't know. I guess it's winter, right? Okay, so keep those comments coming as we craft. As I said, I love to interact with you while we're stamping. Oh, Jennifer's joining in from San Diego. 75 degrees. Okay, I'll trade you. It is freezing, but that's okay. It's winter here in Saskatchewan. I was gonna say, okay, try that again. It's winter here in Saskatchewan, so that's what happens. Alrighty, so let's turn the camera down and we're gonna get to crafting. Don't forget all of the measurements, a quick little overview of our project and a link to the replay will be available on my blog Sunday morning, or you can come right back here and get everything you need to craft along with me here. So let's turn this camera down. I'm just gonna find the right button. There we go. Alrighty, so isn't this paper beautiful, you guys? This is the Lights of Aurora designer series paper from Stampin' Up. It is current. I'm not sure if it's available at the moment. I hope that it is because you're going to fall in love with it. And just a little side note for anybody who is interested in purchasing Stampin' Up products, there is free shipping today and tomorrow. It started yesterday, so get your orders in for all orders over $100. Always fun to save some money at this time of year, right? So this is the gorgeous paper. Oh, Michelle has it but hasn't used it. Well, let me show you how awesome it is and we're gonna fall in love with it. Okay, so I've cut this piece of paper to 3 3/4 by 5, and I love this. Up here where I live, we see the Northern Lights a lot and they are just so spectacular, and this captures the beauty of them so well. So we're gonna use this piece of paper here. Hello, Maria. Okay, so we're gonna use this. You're gonna want your wink of Stella, okay? Because this is like a Christmas card we're gonna make. We always want a little bit of sparkle. So grab your wink of Stella, grab your designer series paper. If you don't have the Lights of Aurora, use anything else that you want that's gonna make a spectacular background. So grab your wink of Stella, give it a shake. Then we're gonna open it up. I'm just trying to I don't wanna get everything over here. So let's move those pieces. Let's move this over here. Okay, so we're shaking up our wink of Stella. We're gonna give it a quick little squeeze, but not too tight. We just wanna make sure it's nice and juicy. Okay, see it coming out there? Then we're gonna flick these sparkles right onto our paper. Now, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this. Hopefully you've seen this technique before, so you get the gist, but we're just gonna make these Northern Lights extra sparkly with our wink of Stella. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry for just a sec when I'm done, and then I'll try holding it up to see if you guys can capture. Well, you can kind of see that sparkle, hey? What do you think? Can you see? Oh my goodness, do you see that? This is spectacular, you guys. I just absolutely love how that turned out on this paper. Okay, so yes, Michelle, I love the wink of Stella too. So beautiful. Okay, so there we go. We have our paper. We're gonna set that off to the side while it dries. And then I'm gonna grab a piece of white scrap paper, okay? And then all bundled up, you guys, this is the retired stamp set we're using. This cute little moose down here, we're gonna use him. You could use any kind of wintry scene animal that you have in your stash. You could use some snowflakes, you could use a Christmas tree, you could use so many different things. I just love this moose, and so I wanted to use him. So if you have the moose, maybe this is going to inspire you to pull it off your shelf and give this card a whirl. So let's ink him up with some Memento ink. Making sure he's nice and inky. And then, okay, I want to make sure that this is going to... White on white's not working for me today. I have a... Full disclosure, I have a terrible headache this evening, and so white on white was too hard on my eyes. So here we go. We're just going to remove that back paper. I'm going to ink up this cute little moose. Oh my gosh, isn't he sweet? Can you guys think of a different stamp set right now in your collection that you would pair with this beautiful Northern Lights paper? Okay, so now we're going to color. Now I've got all my blends here. We're going to use Night of Navy, Balmy Blue, Pecan Pie, and Crumb Cake. So let's start with our Balmy Blue. And I'm going to use that to color his toque. Okay. Now I know last year I did a video around Christmas probably, or in the winter anytime, and I said the word toque, and I believe some of my American friends were like, what is that? That's a funny word. So that is what we call these winter hats here in Canada. So if you've never heard that word, there you go. All right, so we've got his hat, and then we're going to color his scarf. And so I think for this, we'll just we're just going to kind of stagger the navy and balmy. So give me a second. I'm just trying to process what colors we're coloring where. There we go. And we'll color this one. Crafting makes everything better, Jennifer, even headaches. It's always a good time to craft. Sometimes you just need that at the end of a busy day. You just need to sit down with some ink and paper and crayons in this, or markers in this case, and just, okay. All right, now let's grab our dark Balmy Blue. And we're just gonna give a little bit of highlight along these lines that are already on there. Hello to those of you just joining us now, or if you're catching the replay, hello, hello. Let me know you're here. Say hello. Okay, so there's, oh my gosh, isn't he sweet? So I'm just adding just a little bit of highlight to this. Nothing crazy. Okay, so there we have our Balmy Blue. Hi, Mary Jean. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Okay, let's grab some Native Navy. Now this one. Oh, I opened the wrong end. You guys, I do not enjoy coloring with this bullet end of our markers. I don't know why, but I just do not. And I should just flip it around. Oh yes, a polar bear would be adorable. Oh my goodness, a polar bear would be perfect for the Northern Lights scene. You know, the other one I'm thinking of was some designer series paper we had a while back and had some penguins on it. You could cut those out. Oh my gosh. The possibilities are so endless when you just start letting your imagination run. Okay, so just about done this blue. Okay, how does he look? Isn't that cute so far? Hello, Karen. How are you? All right, so now I'm gonna grab my crumb cake. We're gonna color his antlers. You guys, I saw the coolest thing the other day. I was driving home from Tisdale. I had an appointment and I was driving home and it was getting dark, but it wasn't quite dark yet, okay? And all of a sudden I seen this black on the side of the road and the car in front of me's lights came on. And so I slowed, of course, because I was like, okay, the car in front of me is slowing down. What's happening? And I seen this black along the side of the road. And oh my gosh, you guys, it was a mama moose, a cow moose, and her two calves, and they were like running around. Oh my god, they were so cute. They were so cute. And all I could think was, please get away from the road. Please, please, please get away from the road. So yes, that was so adorable, and it was kind of the highlight of my trip home from Tisdale. So we're gonna color this. I've seen a lot of moose actually in the last week or two here. It's really quite cool to see them. All right. Okay, so here we are. Now we're gonna color, yes, Michelle, isn't that so cool? It was so cool. I loved it. It actually kind of brought a tear to my eye. It was so cute. All right, so there's that. Let's color him, this moose. We're gonna color pecan pie. Okay. This pecan pie looks odd to me, but it's light pecan pie, so that's what we're gonna go with. All right. How cute. Oh my gosh. Now I'm thinking about those cute little moose I seen. Yes, the moose was so cool, Michelle. It was so cool. Okay, so we're gonna color this. Now you could color the moose any color you want. It's actually, the ones I've been seeing are quite a bit darker, but we don't have a nice like early espresso kind of brown. I could have used the really dark neutral tones, but we're gonna go with pecan pie today. Okay, there's that. Now, you know what? I'm gonna grab my dark crumb cake. We're gonna color his hooves. And then we'll color the inside of his ears as well. I don't want to leave those. I'm gonna leave his smile white intentionally, and I think we could add a little bit of highlight. Well, I've seen a bear too, Michelle. Yes, I've seen bears, of course. But you know, in truth, I saw more bears in BC when we lived there. We had lots of bears there, including grizzly bears. But here I've only seen one, and it was just really briefly on a ride somewhere. I can't remember where we were going. All right, so let's just give this guy, he's so cute. You could also pair this card nicely with the other critters in this stamp set if you have it. And we're just gonna add a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I think he looks cute just the way he is. No, they didn't have any cute little hats on, Jennifer, but I could crochet them some and go find them. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, so let's just give him a quick little cutout. My scissors. How's everybody doing? Is everybody getting ready for the holidays? Can I tell you a funny little secret? You're not even gonna believe this. I have not even started my Christmas cards. I went to the mail the last 2 days and there's been all my beautiful friends sending me cards in the mail, and here I am. I have not even started. So that is my plan this weekend. I am going to hunker down and get some cards made. I have a few, of course, that I've made in videos and different things for classes, but I usually sit down and make my Christmas cards, and I have not even had a chance to do that yet. So, what's everybody else doing? Have your cards in the mail? Are you all good like that, all organized? I see so many posts on Facebook about people already, well, some who've been ready forever. Not me. Okay, I'm trying to get it so that this is not gonna make you guys dizzy, but remember when you fussy cut? Well, at least this is what I do. I turn the paper and not the scissors because I feel like I have so much more control. And this guy's a bit fussy, so he's definitely worth it, but it is going to take a bit more cutting out than if you were just cutting out, you know, a star or something. So be patient. Be patient with me as I'm doing this, or be patient with yourself if you're remaking this card, because it's definitely worth being a little extra fussy with your fussy cutting on him. Okay. Seeing lots of comments, and unfortunately I can't fussy cut and read at the same time, so I'm going to pop my head up here in a minute and read all of them once I get this guy all finished cut out. Don't worry, don't even worry if your white border is not the same all around. Mine never is, and unless you point it out to somebody, like I just did, you're not even going to notice, okay? So don't stress. Crafting is joyful, not stressful. It is calling for quite a chill over tonight. So all my other ladies who are watching here are from Saskatchewan. Are you guys getting really cold tonight too? It's supposed to be like this. Are they calling it like a deep freeze? I don't know. It's just cold. I know it's cold. When I left work today, it was windy and snowing and blowing, and winter is definitely here. Okay, I'm not going to go too fussy in here, and you'll see why once we get to putting the card together. Ooh, an ice day. Oh my goodness, Michelle, that's not, that is like, we haven't had a lot of ice that I've seen anyway. We've had the snow and the wind and the freezing bleeping cold, but okay, let's see. Somebody said it was supposed to get to like close to -40 or something overnight. I don't know. I didn't check the weather report. This is just what people were saying at work. Okay. I think our moose is now complete. How cute is he? Love it. Oh, you have a new kitten, Jennifer. How exciting. Okay, let me just have a quick refresh of some comments here. Oh, Michelle hasn't started her cards either. Pennies are made and mailed out. Good for you. Tina's are waiting to be mailed. Working on Jennifer's. Christmas in July classes. Isn't that the truth? Absolutely. Ooh, -29, Tina. That's cold. That's colder than we are. Okay, here we go. Let's get back to our card. So let's go ahead. We're going to bring in our beautiful shimmery Lights of Aurora with our wink of Stella. And I'm going to add it to a piece of Highland Heather. So this is just 1/8 of an inch wider. So remember, our designer paper was 3 3/4 by 5. This piece is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay, so we're just going to attach that on. Here like that. All right, so now we've got this thin little border of Highland Heather, and I love putting different color combos together for Christmas cards, so this is a fun one. Then we're gonna pull in a piece of white from our scrap, okay? And I wanna trim it down to 3 3/4. I should have done that, so let me just, I don't want it to overhang our designer paper, so I'm just gonna trim it down to 3 3/4. Then we're gonna make some snow hills. Hi Jane, nice to see you. Okay, we're gonna make some hills of snow. All right, all this talk of winter. So we're gonna just take this piece of white and we're gonna tear it like this. Now see that ripped edge? I want that to face out on our card. And then if we're gonna make mounds of snow, we could easily just flip this other one behind it like this. And now we have these beautiful mountain snow. So let me just see what we're gonna do here. We're gonna attach that down here, but do you see what's happening here? Oh my goodness, there we go. Okay, there's our snow hills. How fun is that, right? So let's go ahead, we're gonna glue those down. Now, a little bit of advice here is make sure that your adhesive is right close to those edges, because on my sample card, which I will show you guys later, I didn't do that, and one of the snow hills just keeps popping up. It's like I don't know what's going on with it, but it's driving me crazy. So make sure you get that adhesive nice and close to the edges. So there's our first mound of snow. And then we're gonna do the second mound. This one's gonna go right to the bottom, like that. But I'm not gonna put adhesive on the top, and you'll see why in just a moment. So let me just go ahead. I'm gonna put adhesive along the bottom. And because I don't want these pesky sides popping up, I'm gonna put adhesive along the sides, but not along here. Oh, a heated blanket. Michelle, I should have that on my lap while I'm crafting. Oh, it's cold. Okay, so we got that there like this. Okay, so see, we still have this kind of like a little pocket there with our snow. So let's grab a piece of Blackberry Bliss. And this is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And we're going to fold that in half on the score line. Okay, burnish it so it's nice and folded. And that is going to be our card front. And we're going to put bumpets. Okay, remember we're crafting with Denise, so there's going to be a lot of bumpets in here. So put those on the back. Make sure you're one in each corner, at least one in the middle. Because it's such a big piece, I'm actually going to do just a few more than you know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'm getting carried away. I don't know. But there we go. We're going to do that. So this is not going to sag anywhere. It's not going to get droopy. It's just going to be pretty, pretty. And the color combo that I chose today, I always try and pick 3 colors most of the time, is Blackberry Bliss, Highland Heather, and we're going to pair it with some Balmy Blue, and it's just stunning. So we're going to attach this onto our card front. Oops, that's not very centered. Can I pull it off? There we go. All right, so there we have it. That is on there on the front. Isn't that color combo so pretty? Then we're going to grab our little moose, and we're going to put some bumpets on the back of him. So go ahead and grab your bumpets, put them wherever they'll fit. I don't like it when they stick out, because that drives me bonkers as well. But we're going to put them here, and then I'll put one there. We'll put another one there. And I want one down here, but not too close to his feet, and you'll see why. Maybe one here right by like where his knees are bent. Okay, so let's pull those off. This card is bump it heavy, but that's all right. It's worth it. Okay. So our little moose is now going to be climbing out of this mound of snow. So we could just put him like that, but then he just looks like he's standing on the snow. Instead, I'm going to lift this little pocket we made, and I'm going to tuck those back feet underneath. And then it looks like he's walking out of the snow. Do you see that? How that works? So he's climbing out of that snowbank. So I just think it's a little touch. You can do it either way you like, but I just think that adds just a little bit of extra, I don't know, interest to the card. Okay, so we have that. We have our mound of snow. I'm going to take my Wink of Stella again. Remember, we love this. And we're going to just color over top of the ripped part of our snow, because snow is glistening. Do you guys know what I did? Look what I did. I wanted this to be with the rip side out, and I put the rip side down. Oh my gosh. Good thing there's no mistakes in crafting, right? There's just room to embellish. So what we're going to do, let me think, what are we going to do? We're just going to pretend it's there, and we're just going to add this glistening snow. It's okay. Nobody will know, right? Nobody will know. So we just have that glistening snow at the top. Okay, so can you guys see the sparkle I've added to those snow hills? So pretty. Okay, so we've got sparkle in the back. We've got sparkle on our snow. I'm going to grab a little piece of Balmy Blue. And then for a sentiment, there are some really cute sentiments in this stamp set. If you have this one, this is what you're using. It's feeling a lot like Christmas. Your friendship warms my heart. You're the coolest. They're all great, but I wanted something more generic, I guess. So I just wanted happy holidays. So I found this happy holidays in my Brightest Glow stamp set, also retired. It's got lots of great sentiments for the inside as well. So you could use this stamp set if you have it. You could use whatever you want. You could make this into a birthday card. It does not have to be a Christmas card. Okay, so with our Memento ink, I'm going to ink this Happy Holidays up. And I'm going to stamp it onto my Balmy Blue. Perfect, okay. And then we'll grab our snips. And we're just going to trim this down. Now, I think this card's turning out a little different than my sample, and you'll see in a minute. But I think we're going to try something a little different here. We're going to snip this in half, Happy Holidays, just like I did on my original. But I think there's enough room that we could actually put this down here on this card. So we could put like Happy Holidays down here. I'm not going to glue it down because I'm going to get you guys to tell me which one you prefer. So we have the sentiment down here, or we could move the sentiment up here. But I think it's going to take away from our next element. So we have mounds of snow. We've already talked about them. We've got glistening snow. What we're going to do now, we're going to add some snowflakes in front of those northern lights just to make them pop. The white is going to look stunning. So if you're lucky enough to have some of these white loose snowflakes from, I think it was last year. I don't know. I don't remember when they were. But they're these beautiful, almost like rubbery feeling snowflakes. Kind of like those daisies Stampin' Up came out with too. So these are really fun. But what we're going to do, you could make great shaker cards, of course. And I was going to do that with this card, but I didn't. I decided to go a little more simple. So we're going to take some glue. This is just multi-purpose, my green glue. But I've just put it in one of these bottles I got on Amazon with a fine tip. And usually it doesn't plug. So here's hoping that that's the case tonight. Perfect. So I'm just going to put some little dots. And if you got my Creative Chirp newsletter on Tuesday, the little tip in there was kind of similar to this about putting glitter on your Christmas cards. This time we're using it to put on snowflakes. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little dots of glue. And then I'm going to grab my Take a Pick tool. And we're just going to grab these little snowflakes. Some are bigger than others, so just be mindful of where you want to put them. We're just going to stick them down to the glue dots we added on there. Now, if you want this to be a blizzard and you want like lots and lots and lots of snow, go right ahead. But I'm just going to keep it nice and subtle because I don't want to take too much away from those beautiful aurora lights in the background. This little guy down here. Maybe I'll put, I think I want a smaller one. Let's just see if I can grab a smaller one here. And one more. It just seems to want to grab the bigger ones. I want the smaller one today. There we go. Okay, look at that. Isn't that fun? Look at those snowflakes, how they just pop on that background. Okay, so that's going to need just a moment to dry. And while it's drying, I think I like this because see, now we're going to crowd those snowflakes. So we're going to put Happy Holidays down here on the bottom. I'm going to grab a few mini bumpets. Okay. And we're going to put those on the back of our sentiment. Are you guys all still with me watching along as we create this northern winter scene? And then we're going to decorate the inside too, so don't go away yet. And I'll show you my sample because it is slightly different. And I'd love to know what you guys think of the color combo. What do you think of Blackberry Bliss, Highland Heather, and Balmy Blue together? Okay, and then the happy can go like here, or it could go over here. kind of am in a straight mood today, so let's put it more like that. I'm gonna see if I can quickly, I'm gonna just, oh, gently. I was trying to be so gentle. Let's see if we can pull it off. I don't like the way I place these words quite yet. So I'm glad you guys like the combo. That's awesome. It's always fun to like experiment with different colors. Okay, so got this one. I'm gonna try this again because I didn't like the way that one kind of went. So let's, I don't know. You guys, I don't know. I'm struggling. What's going on? Why can't I get this to look right? It looks so cute when I just like threw it down there and was like, yeah, let's put it on the bottom. And now it's kind of giving me grief. Okay, there. Quit overthinking it. It's just going to look super cute just like that, don't you think? Okay, so now for the inside of the card, I had a piece of white. I know I did. There it is. So this is just regular 4 by 5 1/4, although that looks very much bigger than 5 1/4 because it's not. Okay, it's not. It just looks bigger. And then I'm going to take another piece of the Aurora paper, and I'm going to put it along the inside panel. Like this. Okay, and then I want to do a little stamping on the inside too. And we're going to grab, oh, I'm seeing oh, the white foam stars. Yes, Jennifer. I missed that comment, but yes, that would look really great as well. Okay, so I've got this little birdie. I'm going to put him down here. I'll show you what I did. I did something very different on the inside of the other one. But for this card, because I have a recipient in mind and I don't know quite what I want to put in, so I'm going to make more room for writing in this one. But then I'm going to go ahead and color this little bird real quick. We're going to use some crumb cake. I'm not going to go and reinvent the wheel. I'm going to just use the colors on my desk. So we're going to have this cute little birdie. And then I think we'll use some balmy blue to color his little scarf. I'm not going to worry about highlighting this one because he's just too cute. Doesn't even need it. And then we'll grab some Night of Navy and color those little boots. All right. Well, there's that pesky bullet end again. I always seem to open the wrong end. Okay, isn't that cute? That little bird is so sweet. So let's go ahead. We're going to attach this to the inside of our card. Oh, look at that white line. It's going to drive me nuts. So here's my little trick, you guys. Even if I don't cut all the way across, I have to cut off where it hangs below that DSP because otherwise my eye will just go there. So that is a fussy little detail about me. I don't like it when the paper doesn't go right to the bottom of the white. So if you're like me, that's your little fix. If it doesn't bother you, then perfect. Just leave it as it was. Remember, joyful, not stressful, right? Okay, so there we have it. There is there is our sweet little holiday card using the Northern Lights or the Lights of Aurora designer paper and this sweet little moose we pulled from our stash, part of the all bundled up stamp set. You could make, like I said, you could use this little raccoon on there too. It'd be so cute. But after seeing those moose the other day, this was perfect. So there he is. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of our little moose card. And then here's my sample. So I'll tell you what I did different. Number one, I flipped the paper. So this green lights is actually down here on this one, but I thought, oh no, I want all the colors. So there you go. You can just switch the paper around and get a very different look. And then I did smaller mounds of snow, which is why our holidays fit up better here, but on this one they fit better there. So again, just no mistakes, just differences, right? And then on the inside, this one is the one we did tonight. I just had the little bird stamped in the corner. On this one, I put the bird in the center, and then I added the sentiment, hoping your Christmas shines bright with the love of family and friends, which is also part of the Brightest glow stamp set. So if you have that one, you'll have these sentiments. And I know that if you're watching this video, you have other Christmas sentiments that you could pull too. So don't even worry. So there you have it. There's my 2 cards to share with you guys. Leave me a comment, let me know. Send me a heart, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed tonight's video. Make sure to share it with your friends too. The more people we get to come watch us, the better. So let me just turn my camera the other way. There we go. Okay, that was so fun, you guys. And you know what? In truth, my headache is gone. So thank you for hanging out with me for our little crafting session on a Thursday night. My headache is gone and I am ready to go and finish my jigsaw puzzle that's sitting on my table. Do any of you guys also like to do jigsaw puzzles? That is like one of my favorite pastimes, to just, when I need to clear my head or just like settle myself, I love to put a jigsaw puzzle on the table. Now the problem is I don't like to stop doing that said puzzle, and so then I stay up too late and then all the things. But anyway, that's my little unwind time. Okay, so headache is gone, cards are made. So that's 2 cards I have, right? And I made some last week too, so we've got a couple of Christmas cards ready to go. I will be back here live on Thursday at 8 p.m. Saskatchewan time again, so be sure to join me. Set those reminders or hit that little bell so you get notified here on YouTube. And we'll be making something else fun, but I don't know what yet. So there we go. Probably one more Christmas card, and then we'll be switching to something different. So there is the card we made tonight if you're just joining us. And I hope that you enjoy it. Feel inspired to grab something from your stash, combine it with some new. And don't forget that Stampin' Up! Does currently have free shipping. So if you love this Aurora paper and you don't yet have it, you may want to add that to your order. All right, everybody, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me here, and I will see you again next week. Cheers!